Golden Rule. And as ye would that men should do to you, do ye also to them likewise. Luke 6:31. Comment. From this verse we have the Jesus formulation, do unto others, as you would have them do unto you. Also known as the Golden Rule. This gives an example of perhaps the most admired and quoted saying by Jesus, not only from Christians, but from unbelievers alike. Most people do not realize that Jesus did not originate this saying. Kung Tzu, also known as Confucius, also expressed a similar idea, ironically called the Silver Rule. However, does this seemingly worthy Golden Rule live up to its billing? At first glance, the rule appears justified. Who wouldn't want to receive treatment the way we wish? And who wouldn't want to give the same treatment to others? However, upon further reflection we quickly come upon problems. Who says that the receiving person wishes to always get treated the way we wish? Would most people like to get treated like a masochist from a masochist? Would an atheist like to get treated like a Christian? Would a Christian like to get treated as an atheist? Clearly, the Golden Rule can cause severe incompatibilities with the other person involved. The Golden Rule only seems commendable because we impart our own individual concepts without realizing that doing unto others has various meanings to other people. The Golden Rule reflects upon selfish motives instead of incorporating a system that can work for a diverse society. Therefore, when Jesus uses this incomplete and illusory command, he deceives the believer into a false sense of morality. Consider that in some cases, treating people the way they would like to get treated works better than the way you would like to get treated. Think about it. Note, many studies of rule-based systems, including ethics, game theory, and computer simulations, reveal two rules that always lose, the Golden Rule and the Iron Rule. The systems that work best involve tit-for-tat strategies that include many situational rules. Left square bracket for more information on game theories, refer to the works of Robert Axelrod, for example, The Evolution of Cooperation, and The Evolution of Strategies in the Iterated Prisoner's Dilemma, and Douglas R. Hofstadter's Metamagical Themis, right square bracket. Happy to kill children. Happy shall he be, that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. Psalms 1379 KJV. How blessed will be the one who seizes and dashes your little ones against the rock. Psalms 1379, New American Bible. Happy the man who shall seize and smash your little ones against the rock. Psalms 1379, New American Bible. A blessing on anyone who seizes your babies and shatters them against a rock. Psalms 1379, Jerusalem Bible. Comment. Ask a Christian friend whether he or she should feel happy to dash a child against the rocks. Your friend will most likely stare at you in horror, much less believe this idea exists in their sacred Bible. Many churches have found this verse quite embarrassing. It gives no wonder why priests, Jews, and Christians alike, who quote from Psalms 137, always leave out this last verse. See also Isaiah 13:16, Hosea 13:16. Hate them. Surely thou wilt slay the wicked, O God, depart from me therefore, ye bloody men. For they speak against thee wickedly, and thine enemies take thy name in vain. Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee? And am not I grieved with those that rise up against thee? I hate them with perfect hatred, I count them mine enemies. Psalms 139:19-22. Comment. A message of hate from the supposed inspired words of God against anyone who takes God's name in vain or who goes against God. Faith in one's belief produces a barrier to further investigation. Religious groups that differ in beliefs from other societies cannot see past their own barriers. When hate enters into the prison of their beliefs, the seeds for violence to act out against other societies come to full bloom. Hate your family. If any man come to me, and hate not his father, and mother, and wife, and children, and brethren, and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. Luke 14:26. Comment. This remarkable statement of hate by Jesus directly contradicts the idea of a loving Christ. If one must hate their father, mother, wife, children, brethren and sisters and even themselves, in order to become a disciple of Jesus, one must question Christ's ideal of family and decency. See also Luke 12:51-53, Matthew 10:34-37. Note, a few desperate apologists attempt to dismiss this verse claiming that the word hate here really doesn't mean what it says. The problem with this approach borders on complete deception and the ironic dismissal of the Bible and biblical scholarship. The word hate here comes from the ancient Greek word missia, which means hate, from the primary missos left square bracket hatred right square bracket. If any synonym could substitute for this word, it would come from a word like detest, loathe, or despise. Moreover, virtually all Bibles translate the term as hate. To deny this intent means to deny the Bible and the alleged word of Jesus. He must increase but I must decrease. He must increase but I must decrease. John 3:30. Comment. The dubious Old Testament concept of declaring the entire human population as depraved and sinful goes far to ensure an inferiority complex, but this verse takes it to a lower level. One of the distinctive features of the Dark Ages showed how the faithful would publicly display their lower status by prostrating and punishing themselves before crosses, priests, and churches. Monastic disciplines adopted flagellation and scourging in the 5th and following centuries. Self-flagellation served as a discipline, as a measure of mortification and penance, as exemplified in the lives of Saint Dominic Loricidus and Saint Peter Damian. Damian wrote a special treatise in praise of self-flagellation. In the 13th century a sect developed called the Flagellants, where its members would whip themselves in public, which aroused much excitement among the populace. Left square bracket Catholic Encyclopedia right square bracket. To decrease one's earthly life for promoting an increase of a superstitious idea, in effect, declares humans as unworthy and valueless. Belief in universal sin and increasing the myth of Jesus above all human concerns must put this kind of worship as among the most insidious and depraved forms of human thought known to man. There was a time when religion ruled the world. It is known as the Dark Ages. Ruth Hermans Green, The Born-Again Skeptic's Guide to the Bible. Human sacrifice. Thou shalt not delay to offer the first of thy ripe fruits, and of thy liquors, the firstborn of thy sons shalt thou give unto me. Exodus 20-29. Comment. This verse refers to human sacrifice which many primitive cultures practiced. In the Canaanite world the Moloch cult practiced human sacrifice, and many scholars equate Yahweh with the Moloch god. Explicit references to Moloch appear in Laph 18:21, 20:25, Jer 30-35 and 2 Kings 23:10. Fortunately, few people believe in sacrificing humans directly to gods these days, but Christian leaders still sacrifice soldiers and innocent men, women, and children in the name of freedom and God. See also General 22:119, for Abraham's will to sacrifice his son Isaac, and Judges 11. Make weapons. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up, beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears, let the weak say, I am strong. Joel 3:9-10. Comment. Peace-loving Jews and Christians love to quote the biblical passage about beating swords into plowshares and spears into pruning hooks, Micah 4:3, but here we have just the opposite. More than one God. Now I know that the Lord is greater than all gods, for in the thing wherein they dealt proudly he was above them. Exodus 18:11. Comment. Here we have the Bible alluding to the existence of more than one God. Note that it does not say the Lord is the only God, but rather that he is greater than all gods. History records that the ancient people in the area of the Middle East, including the Hebrews, believed in many goddesses and gods. Yahweh served only as their God, a God among many others. It does me no injury for my neighbor to say there are 20 gods, or no God. It neither picks my pocket nor breaks my leg. Thomas Jefferson. Pray in the closet. And when thou prayest, thou shalt not be, as the hypocrites are, for they love to pray standing in the synagogues and in the corners of the streets, that they may be seen of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. But thou, when thou prayest, enter into thy closet, and when thou hast shut thy door, pray to thy Father which is in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly. Matthew 6:5-6. Comment. The religious right wishes to put into law public prayer. How many Christians realize that the biblical Jesus strongly opposed public prayer? The wall of separation between church and state actually protects the religious liberties for all of us in the United States, and here we have biblical justification for keeping prayer private. Serpent Jews. Ye serpents, ye generation of vipers, how can ye escape the damnation of hell? Matthew 23:33. Comment. Chapter 23 describes the famous diatribe of Jesus against the Jewish leaders. Such biblical words has, for centuries, given believers justification for Jewish hatred. This verse, spoken by the alleged